Alright guys, so I've done a video of September and now on to doing a video on October. So this will be a quick overview of the items that I dug during the month of October. Thanks. Okay, we're going to start off with foreign coins, two modern Canadian pennies and one Italian coin. It says 100 lira. It's kind of a cool one. And then tokens. Got a ton of Washington tax tokens and even one plastic one that was in the hole with a aluminum one. This is a large 50 token. Doesn't say anything else on it. Couldn't figure out what that one was. Vancouver, Portland, Tollbridge tokens. I found these in the same hole. Here's a good for 2.5 cents in trade token that I looked this one up, and this was for a saloon off of Burnside. It was called Bay City Saloon. That was pretty cool. It was also was able to date that establishment to 1906 to 1908. So definitely my oldest token. Here's one of those squished pennies. So Seattle's World's Fair. And then the Chuck E. Cheese token. That is an older style. It's 1982 with the older rat face on it. And then a little play money chicken feed. It's a 1 henny penny. Got 23 wheats. And for the nickels, I found this 1900 and 1905 B nickel in the same spill, in the same hole. And then just a little bit down the sidewalk, found this 1907. So never got a V nickel before, and got 3 of them out of one sidewalk strip. Got a 43p War nickel and a 48 D Jefferson. For the dimes, we've got a 1945 Merc, 49 Rosie, 54 Rosie, 57 Rosie, and a 43S Washington quarter. Alright, one of my best finds for the month of October was this World War II service medal. And these were given to soldiers who served during the war for 1 year or more within the States, or for 6 months or more overseas. And that didn't have to be consecutive. But very cool. Found pretty much everything for the month of October out of sidewalk strips. So also got this, I believe is a navy button. Can't be certain though, it had an iron back on it that rusted out. Got 2 cuff buttons. This one's definitely newer. It's got like a rivet back. And this one I believe is just probably around the 30s or so. J.R. Gott and Son from England. Alright, silver and gold. You can see in another video I dug this 1954 class ring. It's 10 karat Jostens. And I didn't get very good video of it or any pictures of it cleaned up, so I figured I'd get some of those. It's got the initials AD there on the front. And I've tried looking this person up to return it, but was not able to. I tried about 10 different schools, starting with a W in the state of Oregon and Washington. Nobody that graduated in '54 with the initials AD, and you can see I broke it when I was digging it. Really a bummer. First gold I ever dug, and I broke it. A little bit of some silver. It's almost like foil, but I tested it and it's definitely high silver content. Red was the color the dye or the acid showed up. Can't figure out what it is though. Got this. I think it's some kind of either a picture frame corner or maybe from like a journal or a diary, kind of old book, photo album maybe, but it tested silver as well. This ring is marked sterling. I looked forever to find the stone, but I could not find it, and you could see the mounts are all mangled, so it was probably lost before it was dropped, or a lawnmower hit it and it wasn't anywhere near the hole I was digging in. Got this matched set of sterling earrings. Found both of them with the back in a tot lot, and this little bit of sterling, probably was an earring or something, was in a different tot lot. Here's my non-precious metal jewelry. This ring was marked nickel silver, which I looked up to be pretty much the same thing as German silver, which is strange because after I polished it up a little bit, it looks more like brass than German silver. It had engraved a GS on the front, but that came off as soon as I started cleaning it. And then this little kid's earring, little snap-on, clip-on earring. This little pewter fairy. And this one had a little Jesus in there, but it must have been made out of wood because as soon as I went to clean it, it just crumbled away. An older looking brooch, and another older looking brooch. Both are probably brass. This is a little pendant, or maybe a part of a ring, something, also brass. And this I can't tell if it's a pendant or part of a belt maybe. Very old. It took a lot of cleaning to get that one to shine up. And then some just junk jewelry items. Okay, let's do the toys. We've got this little toy cap gun. I found this in 6 different pieces and 6 different holes in one yard. I was able to glue it all back together. One side definitely looks better than the other. But my first complete cap gun, or mostly complete. The hammer and trigger are missing, but it's mostly all there. This is a lead toy soldier. I looked this one up as a Barclay manufactured. He had a little aluminum helmet that I could not find. It's probably rotted away. But this one dates from about the 30s. You used to pick these up at the dime store. That one was pretty cool. I had broke this one digging it. I broke his gun off right at the arm. You can see where I had to glue them back together. But still very cool find. One of my oldest toys I think I found. And then this little motorcycle here. Thought that was pretty neat. Here's some other junk items. A couple of tags, car tags, license plate tabs, I guess, from 55. Their lead hem weight. A complete harmonica. I had to glue back together, but pretty much all there. Another piece of a harmonica reed. This is a little pencil with some kind of advertising on it. Still had the eraser and a little chunk of the pencil with some leads inside there, a couple of pieces of lead. It's a Monopoly piece. There's parts of a pocket watch. And this little clip was really interesting. It had some fancy on it, and it said common sense. So I looked that one up, and it ended up being part of a cufflink that had like a big thing attached to it that would go to the cufflink itself, and then this would clip onto, I don't know, somewhere on your sleeve but they would modify these so that they could hold playing cards with them up their sleeve, cheat at cards. That was kind of a neat one to find. A little button with the shank on it. It's got an iron back. Pretty crusty. A couple of tags. One says Graceland, the other one's Fashion Craft. A couple of rose tags. Like a luggage tag. Golfer's divot thing. Really neat old iron buckle. I'm not sure what that white thing is. Another piece of a buckle there. And then it's one of those giant pennies, or a piece of one at least. Just said lucky on it. That was kind of funny. Little button. But yeah, some other junk items. Alright, got some ammo here. Neatest find was this stripper clip. Sort of held the bullets like that. Slide into there. So it was kind of neat one to find. We got this little 22 short back marked US. Never seen a back mark on a 22 short before. And it also has two firing pin marks. So that was also neat. Got a 44 mag, not too old. 45 long, not too old. There's a 223 loaded but smashed. Another 223. This would be for like an AR-15. That's a 250 Savage. Again, not very old. This one's a bit older. It's got a an inner firing pin, so that was kind of neat. Really mangled up though. It was a 30-06 marked 1906. There's a 30-06 marked 1917. There's a 45 ACP marked 1918. And then some more slugs, a 45-70 slugs. I find a lot of these. These are really great condition though. These almost look dropped, or they must have hit something really soft. It's a round nose 30-06, it's a little bit older style. Shotgun head stamp. And then that one, I don't really know what the age of that one is, but it looked to be older since it has the rings on it. I know they don't do 45 ACP like that, so that might have been a 45 long maybe, or I'm not really too sure. But yep, that's what we got for bullets.